You know, I don't think the mountain needs armor.
No, it doesn't. And I think he likes airing it out a little
I
bit. He needs to air
think.
out his rotting flesh in there.
Hey, everybody! So, we just saw Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 8, titled No One.
Spoilers.
Spoilers! Spoilers.
Spoilers.
We do not go through spoiler free talk, it is all spoiler talk. So, we'll jump right on into it. Now, I think on our last episode we said that we thought it was too slow, but it was more of like their preparation episode.
Yeah, this one seemed kind of the same.
Kind of the same, but I think it had more in it.
It's a little bit.
So I think it was better than the last episode, but it still had a lot of preparation in there.
Yeah.
But they were preparing characters that they didn't prepare in the last episode, and that could be. So we started out with Arya,
Yes.
and she's with the actress.
She's okay.
She's okay. She went and saw the actress that she was supposed to kill.
Yes.
And the actress,
Who else did she
mended her.
have? Who else?
No,
did
she didn't have anybody.
I didn't think that that was who she was gonna go to, but I like that they did that.
Well, when they opened the episode with her doing her acting scene with, dead Joffrey, then I was like, oh, like it makes sense she would go to her. She's like her only
the
friend.
only other person she's
Right.
talked to. Really,
She's the only person she kind of knows.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
but
there should be like a nice person. Like,
yeah.
there should be somebody not just staring at you while you're bleeding to death.
Yeah, because that's how they ended last episode. She's
Come on,
just walking around,
There's no good
just bleeding.
There's no good Samaritans.
People are like,
around.
ugh, this trash on the street.
Oh, man, someone's dying again. Ugh.
But the actress, pulled a little badassness. She was talking about how Arya said, "How do you know how to heal the wounds?" She said, "Well, I like bad guys, and they would come home smelling like the lotion of a whore, and I would put a hole in them." She basically would stab them, and then she said, and then I would feel bad, and I would mend them up again. But she was kind of a badass. She just go and stab guys that cheat on her. And should we get to what happened, or we should?
What happened?
So,
What are you talking about?
what happened to the actress?
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
We'll go through her storyline first.
I mean, like, it's just what happens in Game of Thrones, really.
Yeah. So the actress gets killed by the other no-name girl, and they end up having this chase scene through the streets, and it was totally. As soon as it started, I looked at Adam and I said, "Dude, it's like Terminator 2. She's like the T-1000."
She did. She had that exact stop, stare, turn,
Right.
run.
Yeah, basically stop and then turn the head, and then the body goes, and she's doing the whole T-1000 run. She's like she was a Terminator.
It was.
And then they finally meet. She has Needle, and that's what we were talking about before. Was if she's got Needle, she could win.
She could win
because she was trained with the sword.
Yeah, I wanted a fight scene.
Yeah, we didn't get a fight scene. We got a cool. She breathed a moment and then cut the candle down.
I mean, it's cool.
But that was it.
It's cool that she like cut her face off and gave it to the no one guy, but it was kind of they did it creatively, but I still wanted I wanted a fight scene between those two women.
Yeah, because right after that scene, they go back to the no-name guy, and he sees blood on the floor. He goes into the trophy room with all the faces, and there's the no-name girl's face on the wall, and then Arya's got a sword to him, and she says no, or he says, "You are now a no one," and she's like, "No, I'm
Arya
Arya
Stark,
Stark
bitch.
of Winterfell."
Yeah. Suck it.
So she took her name back.
She did.
And then left to go home. But she was talking with the the actress that she was saying she was thinking of going farther west than Westeros to see what was over
Yeah, you don't
there.
really hear that get talked about much about what's past Westeros. I mean, I can't recall the last time I heard that, or if I even have heard that.
No, I mean, what we were saying, the farthest west would be Winterfell, right?
Maybe. I'd have to look at a map, but the farthest thing west, I think, is Winterfell, and it's north.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty slender. It's like England.
But you know, if she starts to go west and her doing her plan, maybe she runs across everybody at Winterfell.
Oh yeah,
Like when
now
the shit's
you're
about to
hoping,
happen.
Yeah, now
she's
you're
like,
hoping she meets up with
Sansa
at Winterfell.
and Jon.
Now. It's like it's a Stark reunion this year.
Yeah, maybe she gets
So-
there right as the battle is about to
So,
start.
Like Bran's headed that way, Arya's headed that way. It's a Stark reunion this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I agree. I wanted a fight scene because their last fight scene was really cool. Like I liked that.
Yeah,
I wanted an epic
It's
ending
like almost.
fight scene.
It seemed like they were building it up, like even in the preview where they were reminding you of what happened in past episodes. It's like
They even showed the previous fight scene.
like it's gonna happen.
But no, they didn't give us the fight scene. So I was a little disappointed with that. But
That guy, the no one guy, kind of gave her a nod of respect at the end.
yeah,
Do you think their storyline's done?
I think that he's not going to try and make her a no one. That in a way he always knew that she was going to become what she is, but it was more like he was trying to force her to be that way, like a Yoda or some kind of a mentor. You know,
Like a fucked up Yoda.
yeah, like a fucked up Yoda, to where he was basically pushing her to become the best that she could be.
And you think, I mean, he might see her again, but he's not gonna chase after her.
He's not going to try and kill her or anything.
Like, I don't think the no one guy even cares about the girl, the other woman.
Yeah, if Arya walks off and that's the end of their story, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, me neither.
But it would be cool if he like popped up later during the fights at Winterfell. Maybe he followed her because he was curious. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go and collect some faces after the battle. You know, maybe he's like, oh, there's going to be a war. I don't know. But free faces.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad if we don't see him again, but it would be cool if he popped up for a cool reason.
Yeah.
But give it a cool reason. Don't just let him pop up. Like right now, the Hound is around, and it's cool that the Hound is there.
This guy didn't die though.
No, he didn't die.
So I mean, he can pop up and
Yeah,
do whatever.
but I mean,
wants.
their storyline is over. So you'd have to give a good reason of why he's still in
It's
the
true.
story.
Yeah, I think their story is over.
Yeah, their storyline has a completion.
Unless if there's something we're missing, it's probably over.
It seemed very complete to me. Like it was pretty cut and dry right there in that last scene. But yeah, like with the Hound, he was supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
They still haven't given a reason why he's around.
No, the guy from Deadwood, he just said, I found you with a bunch of flies on there barely breathing.
I was about to bury you,
about
but
to
you
bury
were
you,
breathing.
whatever.
So I saved your life.
Kind of like a lame writing.
You know what that reminds me of? So my dad has this funny story. You've heard it 1,000 times.
Yes.
But it's when he was a kid, when they go to movie theaters, they would have these short serials of like a detective story or some kind of action scene. And they would leave it on a cliffhanger, and then you have to come back next week to see the next episode, right? And one of the cliffhangers, the guy drives off a cliff. And they like pause it there, and they're like, come back next week to find out what happens to Detective So-and-so.
Oh my goodness.
And the whole week my dad was racking his brain as a kid, like trying to figure out how he's going to survive this, how he got out of it, what could have happened. And he shows up the next week, and they start the episode with, after surviving the crash, Detective So-and-so goes over here. It was like so anticlimactic, and my dad's like, no! Like, I wasn't
So
a reason.
dumb. Oh my god, you guys suck.
It's the same thing with the Hound. It's like, after surviving the fight with Brienne.
Yeah, well, let's not really talk about it. Let's move on to other things.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. Let's do this.
But
Forget about it.
He did have an awesome fight sequence where he killed a bunch of the Brotherhood. after that guy slipped his finger in the other guy's butt.
Yeah, that was kind of
for
weird.
some reason.
I don't know. I think they were just like thinking of something weird to do real quick.
Something gross and
But that
stupid
guy,
to give you
the guy who did stick his finger in the butthole, he got it the worst.
Oh, he got an axe at the crotch and his whole thing ripped off. Damn.
So it's kind of an ethical moment right there.
Yeah, in a way, it's like instant karma.
Don't stick your finger in your friend's butthole
unless they want you to.
Unless if they approve of it.
Yeah, if they want you to, go for it. But don't just sneak it in there for the hell of it, because the hound might come.
Game of Thrones, they like teaching lessons. So that's all that was.
And that was an instant karma lesson. But the hound basically just slaughtered these guys.
Sure.
And then caught up with the 3 men that helped lead the death of his camp. And their other brotherhood was there ready to hang him. And wouldn't let him, like...
Wasn't it that brotherhood, that same...
They're the brotherhood of the Lord of Light.
Yeah, the Lord of Light. The guy that doesn't die, that was with Arya. Weren't they with Arya for a while? Yeah,
they're the brotherhood of the Lord of Light.
That guy can't die, or
No, the witch brought him back. Yeah.
He resurrects somehow. Yeah.
So they're trying to recruit the hound. Now, if the Brotherhood of the Lord of Light are recruiting the hound, and in the previous episodes and this one, they showed that the Lord of Light group are supporting Daenerys, does that mean the hound...
Did they say that?
Yeah, in this episode, the Lord of Light priestesses were the followers. They were preaching that Daenerys is the rightful, all this stuff, because Tyrion had created a union.
Was that the same group?
Same group, yeah.
That guy that can resurrect himself is the same group as them? Oh,
as the Red Witches.
I never put that together.
Yeah, the Red Witches too.
Oh, they're the same group.
Yeah, the Lords of Light. Yeah.
Oh my God, I never put that together. I don't know why.
Yeah, so the Red Witches are like the priestesses of the Lord of Light, and then the Brotherhood are like the male version of the monks and preachers of the Lord of Light.
Yeah, I don't know why I never put those together.
I just did kind of recently.
Oh, okay.
So if the Hound does join the Brotherhood of Light, of the Lord of Light, and the Lord of Light group is supporting Daenerys, when Daenerys comes over, maybe the Hound teams up with Daenerys to take over Westeros.
Oh man, he's a lone wolf, right?
He is.
I don't think he.
But at the end of that scene, he seemed like, I don't really have... he had a look on his face like, I don't have anything else to do, and maybe I can do something. I don't know.
I'm sure he's not happy with the Lannisters, but I don't think doesn't really cares that much.
No, I don't think he cares about either side.
No.
He doesn't care who runs the country.
I know he doesn't like the Lannisters. If he came across a Lannister, I'm sure he would kill him. Mm-hmm. Or his brother.
Mm. So, if that's the case, what happens when he meets Tyrion, when he meets up with Daenerys and the whole Lords of Light come together?
Did they really have any personal beef with each other?
Not that I remember.
There might not be much.
I think they had some quick
There
scenes.
might be I hate you.
Oh, it's a Lannister.
Oh, but hey, what, I'm cool, man. Okay, we're cool.
We're cool.
That might be it, though.
Yeah. But that would be interesting, but I still don't see the reasoning for him to be around.
Nah, he can be on their side. I mean, if
you could have... sides. You could not have the Hound in it, and the story would not change so far.
Yeah, you don't really need him.
Unless they give a really epic reason later on for him to be around, I think it's really just a waste of time of having him in there. However, it's the scenes we get with him are really cool, and I like his character, so I'm not mad that he's around.
I'm still kind of mad he's around because it really takes away the importance of death in the TV show. That's true. The season
basically said anyone that's dead will come back.
So anybody who dies now, I don't really care because they're just gonna come back probably.
Or they probably can.
So I don't really care.
I can.
I like his character though. Don't get me wrong. I like
the impact of the deaths. Yeah, totally.
I like his character, but it diminishes the meaning of death in the show.
Maybe we can bring back Ned Stark like the Mountain.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
All right, so then we went on to Tyrion and the eunuch. I could never remember his name.
Oh, Varys.
Varys. I don't know why I can't remember. I'm stuck with some of these names, but the we're watching the scene and they're talking with each other, walking down the street, and the guy says, you know, I need to go because we need friends in Westeros and ships. And Adam looked at me and he's like, did he just say we need friends and shit?
I thought he said, well, they speak so intelligently, and then they speak really casually, like that's kind of their rhythm of speak. So I thought, and he just said something intelligently funny, so I thought he was going back. I thought he was reverting back to the casual speak. So I thought he said, we need to go get some shit, man. I gotta go get some shit.
I need to go get some friends and shit.
I don't know.
And I was like, no, dude, friends and ships.
Oh,
ships.
Plural
Gotcha.
with a P, not a T.
But that was funny.
That was funny.
So that showed that Daenerys was leaving because they're trying to find some allies in Westeros. Do some.
I mean, he's leaving, or did he leave?
Yeah, they did leave
before they attacked.
Yes. So then
they're gonna miss. Are they gonna miss the people from the Iron Throne?
No.
Theon and his sister.
This is. I'm good. I've got a theory. I'm gonna tell it to you on camera.
Oh well.
You can tell what you think.
Hey, stop. Hold on.
I need to vent this.
Wow. What is he gonna say, folks?
Right,
it's probably really dumb. But
so after they left, the Masters went against the treaty and arrived in the ships. Now that Daenerys is gone, they feel like the city is up for grabs, and they start bombarding the city with catapults, fireballs, and basically the Unsullied said we need to protect the pyramid because it's the most defensible area. And then in walks Daenerys. So, and the dragon flying in the background.
Sweet dragon.
So they're going to be fighting the Masters. I'm thinking that in the next episode, Theon and his sister are going to arrive right behind and flank the Masters.
Do you think that quickly?
And I think they'll end up helping to take out the Masters. And then that's the thing that bonds Daenerys and them together.
That would be a quick way of doing that.
Yeah.
But they are getting there quick, though, kind of.
Right, and they've been traveling this whole episode. So they could easily get there by
quick,
the next
but
episode.
They could do that, yeah.
And so
that wasn't stupid.
No, but I think it would be
I'm glad we stopped and paid attention to you.
But I think it would be a great quick way of instantly bonding Daenerys and
is Varys going somewhere and they're gonna
No, they already came back.
Varys came back?
Well, maybe just Daenerys did with the dragon.
Daenerys came back.
With the
Varys
dragon.
left.
Yeah.
Varys, is he gonna bump into Theon and his sister, or is he?
I don't know what direction he's going. Because Theon and his sister are coming down from the north, right?
I mean,
is he going north or is he going?
It's a port. They can definitely run into each other. It matters on how.
Oh, that's true because Marine's down. Marine is
kind
down
of in
here, and they would have to go around a bit. So they would.
So he would be going towards Westeros. They're coming from west,
and they
so
could meet.
Probably it's the same shipping lane.
Yeah, and then maybe he's like, "Hey, we need ships. We need friends and shit."
Your friends.
You've got shit.
These ships are shit. So go with us.
But yeah, so if they
that could happen too.
If they flank and take over help destroy the Maester's ships, instant bonding. She's got a fleet, and Theon's sister now has the.
What is her name? We should stop calling her Theon's sister.
I can't remember. You guys tell us.
Greyjoy's sister, Queen Greyjoy. Can we call her? Because she's the rightful queen of Iron Island.
Queen Greyjoy. There we go. That Queen Greyjoy. I have to think about it when I say it because of the
Queen
Greyjoy. It's like one of those tongue twisters.
Roads.
So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, that could totally happen.
And if that happened in the next episode, that's then you're built instantly for them to start going to Westeros on the
And
10th.
maybe she steps foot on Westeros, like we hoped at the end
At
of
the
the
10th,
season.
yeah.
Yeah, we hoped for that in our first review.
But it would solve a lot of little problems. How do they bond? You know, do
Well,
they
I mean-
bond? All this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Instead of a negotiation scene, you
Instead of-
basically have a battle, and then they're like, "Hey, we're
Yeah.
friends,"
it is. It is a lot quicker.
and you get an action scene out of it.
Yeah.
And you get to see dragons probably take out some ships.
Oh, I hope so. They're kind of skimping on the dragon scenes, though.
Mhm.
I'm hoping like a dragon picks up a ship and drops it somewhere.
Well, dragons are expensive.
Yeah.
They're expensive. So, then we had Cersei and the Mountain. Probably my favorite scene in the whole show.
Finally, it's some, she's standing up to him.
Yeah, she's.
I mean, I hate both. I hate Cersei and I hate the Sparrows, but who do you hate more, the Sparrows or Cersei?
Well,
I hate the
I
Sparrows.
hate the Sparrows
more.
a little more.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah, like I can.
So finally, you're glad
But I
that
think
she
it's
stands
because
up to him.
She's, I like the fact that she was humiliated, but I would have liked to have been by somebody she wronged. Like she was wronged by, someone she didn't do anything against.
Oh.
Maybe if Sansa killed her, that would
Yeah.
be fine.
It wasn't really gratifying that there was no revenge on her
No,
from like Tyrion or something.
if anything,
Tyrion or Sansa should get revenge on her somehow.
right. You kind of felt more pity for her.
I felt pity for her.
I didn't feel anything malice in that scene.
And Sansa and Tyrion are the ones you'd think would get revenge on her somehow.
Right. So
And Sansa's definitely building up an army, so that can
Oh, yeah.
that can happen. And so is Tyrion. So
Yeah.
they're both building up armies.
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna have some epic.
That'll probably happen next season.
Well, so the Sparrows come to collect Cersei. I was gonna say Sansa for some. There's so many S's. There's S's.
Actually,
everywhere.
her name starts with a C.
I know, but it sounds like an S.
Oh, well, you're dumb.
So the Sparrows come for Cersei to take her to meet the head dude, and she's like, "No, he can come here. He said I could stay in the Red Keep, and that's what I'm going to do." And then the Sparrow guys were like, "If you don't come, we'll have to get violent." And the Mountain stepped forward, and they're like, "Go damn."
Finally, some violence.
And she goes, if you don't make him step aside, there will be violence." And she says, "I choose violence." And then the guy hits the Mountain in the chest with a 4 spike thing, and it just sticks there. And he looks down, and he just takes the guy, picks him up with one arm, walks him in to the courtyard, and just rips his head off, barehanded. I was like, yes! That's what I want to see. Zombie Mountain ripping people's heads off. I was happy. And then he still has the holes in his chest plate.
Yeah.
So that's where you were saying airing out.
He's airing out.
Because it's got to get kind of stinky in
It
there.
is. It's rotting flesh in there. He's got to air it out sometime.
He never takes it off.
Nah.
So you got to...
It's got to stink.
Little,
It's gonna
little
start
air
to
conditioning for
It
that.
is. It's
Yeah.
got to start to stink.
But that was a cool scene. I love that. I want to see the Mountain take out some more Sparrows.
Yeah, there's definitely violence ahead for the Mountain, I think.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, that's the reason you bring him back.
Oh, but should we talk about Cersei and the guy that we're talking at the end of the scene after the king left?
Yes. Yes.
So she's definitely... She's getting
Well,
dirt.
explain about the birds for people that don't know.
Well, she's getting dirt on the... She's getting dirt on the head sparrow.
Mhm.
Those little kids were the birds. Varys.
They talked about that in the last season.
Yeah, Varys, those kids. So this was probably like a few episodes. She got Varys' old birds, is what he called them. Varys.
Which are like all of the
eunuch
orphan
with
kids.
Tyrion right now.
Yeah.
But all those orphan kids are his birds. So she's using his birds to find dirt on the High Sparrow.
Yeah, and the birds are basically the orphan kids that go around and collect information from
So
people.
she's definitely got some dirt. They've never let Varys down.
Now, they were very vague in what it could be,
Yeah,
but he
that's
basically
totally
said they found something.
That's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that in our first couple of episodes where we said she would have to find a way of discrediting him before they can go and take over the Sparrows.
And she's successfully has done it. She just
Yeah.
has to do it before her court. Or
Right.
during her court.
Because the king had announced that no longer judged by combat, that she has to go into court up against the ruling of the council of whatever. So now we need to have something. So that scene, my guess, is going to give her information that she's going to use during the court scene.
Has to be.
And then they're going to be like, say what?
Say what?
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Hodor?
Hodor.
Hodor. Yeah, that.
Did you see that company that made door holders that look like Hodor?
God.
People are going to cash in on that so much.
Oh my god.
I would cry.
I cry every time.
But any other thoughts on
Is
that?
that
The
it?
Sparrows and Cersei and all that? The judgments?
No, I just think she's got dirt on him. And
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
And she'll just bring it up in the court scene.
Probably.
So then we had Brienne shows up.
Oh.
Now,
yeah.
we totally like a few episodes ago, earlier in the season, when they, the whole awesome Tormund is looking at Brienne.
Oh, that was
all
a few
hungry.
episodes ago, yeah.
We
Yeah,
thought she was going with him, and she had promised Sansa that she was going to go to River Run to talk to her uncle Blackfish to get...
No, to Blackfish to talk to the Tullys.
To Tully's, to get that army to come north.
Uncle Blackfish.
Uncle Blackfish. And...
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah. So, I guess, in a way, I kind of assumed that the whole group was going together.
Yeah, we kind of messed up that information.
And they just left at the same time. Brienne went down with Podrick, is it? Podrick. Went down with Podrick to...
That was close, though.
I was really close.
Podrick.
Yeah,
just CK at the end there. That was really close.
I'm getting better.
You are getting better.
And Snow and Sansa and them did the everybody else.
Yeah, we totally messed that up.
So we just didn't... I didn't catch on for some reason.
I wondered why Brienne wasn't in that episode. So
yeah,
we should.
That's why I was confused why she wasn't there. She was still traveling to River Run.
There's always so much information you got to catch. Yeah. You got to pay attention. You're thinking about what happened the moment before, the scene before. I mean, your mind can't really stray that much.
Well, and that's why people like these kind of shows like what we're doing.
Yeah, because they kind of miss...
Because we got to talk about it.
You miss information. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We need to collaborate and get all of our thoughts together and try and figure this stuff out. There's way too much info.
Yeah.
But, so Brienne goes down and meets Jaime Lannister for the first time since they ended up breaking up. And she went off to find Sansa.
Yeah, I guess they haven't seen each other since she left King's Landing. And he gave her that sword. Now,
I was saying, I really like... So they had a scene where they're talking and... Brienne is like, look, I'm trying to get the Tullys so that we can go north, help Sansa, and Jaime is like, well, there are enemies. I can't help you with that, this and that. But I really liked the mutual respect between each other. It's like the only characters in the whole show that actually have like a knight's code.
Well, I mean, they've been through a lot. I think it was a whole season they were together, and so
she basically saved his life,
and I think he did too.
Yeah,
he had her back too.
That was when his hand got freshly cut off.
Yeah, so they've been through a lot of shit. So, and it kind of sucks that they're probably can't be friends anymore. I kind of choked up a little bit.
Yeah, when she was rowing away on the boat,
I was like,
and they waved to each other. Basically, he let her go, and she acknowledged
we can't be friends anymore.
It's like that's the end of their The next time they meet, it's probably going to be in battle.
Unfortunately, they can't be friends anymore.
But it would be an epic battle to watch them two fight.
Oh, I don't really want to see that.
No.
But, I guess it might have to happen.
Yeah. But she tried to give his sword back, and he said, "No, this is yours for the rest of your life."
Oh, dude, I forgot it was Valerian steel. So she's definitely gonna chop off.
She's gonna be able to take out
some
some White Walkers.
She's gonna kill some White Walkers. I forgot about that.
That would be pretty epic.
See, I forgot that his dad, Jaime Lannister's dad, made 2 swords. That's one of them. Right?
Where's the other one?
He gave Jaime one, his dad, Tywin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the other sword that he gave to her. They didn't know what to do with the sword, so later on he gives it to her.
So Jaime has the other one?
Jaime has a Valerian steel as well.
Okay,
so he might be killing some White Walkers as well. I don't know how, but anybody with Valerian steel is probably gonna kill some White Walkers.
Yeah, because there's only like 10.
Yeah, he said there's only 10 swords. So,
and Sam's got one.
Sam has one.
Sam took his family sword.
He's already killed White Walkers.
I know.
He's the only one.
He's the only experienced one in the group.
Him and Jon Snow, and maybe some of those wildlings. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where's the other ones?
I
don't remember. If you guys know where the other swords are, let me know. I would like to. I'm sure that, maybe Daenerys has one.
So there's 4. Jon Snow has one. Samwell now has one.
Jaime and Brienne.
Tywin probably had one, but he's dead. So there's probably one in King's Landing, at least.
I'll bet you the Targaryens somewhere have some. If not one,
I don't think Daenerys has one.
What about her guy that has the stone arm?
Jorah?
Yeah. What was his sword? I don't think they mentioned his sword.
One. I don't think he has Valerian.
Yeah, we're just guessing at this
It's
point.
only like some of the, it's only like the really high knights that would have one.
Right.
Or, like, Sam stole one.
Right.
So you can really only steal one or have one.
Well, if Sam's house had one, what other houses could have one?
Anyone, I suppose. But those are the only ones I can remember, those 4. So there's 6 more at least.
Yeah, somewhere. And I'm sure they'll all pop up eventually. Well, anyway. So then we went to, we talked about the royal announcement. Jaime and Blackfish. And that Daenerys showed up. That was pretty much it in the season.
The show.
Not the season. We got 2 more.
2 more episodes.
2 more episodes.
Dude.
All right, so what do you want to... Because we got no Sam and no Bran.
Oh, yeah, they got to be in the next episode, dude. No Bran.
Yeah, like Bran is still traveling.
He's got to show up at the wall, dude.
Yeah, he's got to show up at... he's got to show up at Castle Black. Sam's got to get to the Citadel. They're probably going to have the battle scene with the Masters in Marine. You've got to start on.
Is that what they're called? The Unsullied Masters? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The ships that are attacking Marine.
I don't think they're called the Masters, are they?
That's what they said. The Masters are here.
Oh, did the Unsullied guy say
no,
the Masters?
the lady, handmaiden lady.
Yeah, she would call it by Masters.
Yeah,
she was their slave at one point.
Right.
So to her, they're masters, but to other people, I don't know.
Yeah, they're just the rich people.
They're called something else. I can't remember what city they were.
But we'll probably open the episode with that battle scene, and then we'll have hopefully Bran and Sam. Maybe.
Dude, I thought the Starks would head towards Winterfell, so they gotta be in Winterfell by the next episode. I think.
I don't think they'll have Brienne. I think she won't show up until the 10th one.
But the Starks will be in Winterfell.
The Starks will be at least... Well, they didn't have any of the Littlefoot. They didn't touch on Sansa's letter or anything.
We still think it's Littlefoot.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Littlefoot will show up with the Sansa's letter from last episode.
Are they going to end the season with them at Winterfell instead of going back to the Wall?
I'm thinking. Or maybe next episode they take Winterfell and then they're heading back to the Wall.
And the 10th.
Yeah, that would be too quick.
Yeah, that's probably.
I think the season ender is going to be Daenerys coming over to Westeros.
Yeah, and I think Winterfell it's gonna be them taking Winterfell.
And Sansa is in control, and Snow takes the rest of the group north to the Wall.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, do we have any other announcements? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think we're good. I have a Patreon account. There is a link for it in the description below. I will put a little icon here. You can click on that if you wish to support the channel. Also, my Facebook and Twitter are in the description, so check those out. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. I did that a little backwards. I was supposed to go, comment below. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe.
There's no...
Tell your friends.
There's no supposed to. You can say whatever you want, dude.
We'll
anyway.
We'll see you in the next video.
You can say it any way you want.